President to Ambassador Froman to say, do the math. Do the math. Since free trade agreements have been signed by our country since the middle of the 1970s, we have accumulated $9.5 trillion in the red in trade deficit for this country, a loss of over 47.5 million jobs. They have come from the communities that we represent. We haven't had balanced trade accounts for the entirety of the career that I've served here. And last year's trade deficit totaled over $1.5 trillion again in the red. Over 16% of our GDP, at least about one-fifth, is actually traded away. Washington is somewhat immune from what we endure because it's largely government jobs here. But when you come from a production part of America and you see parts of your being exported and replanted somewhere else, and then you go look where that plant is relocated, and you have to deal with the workers in your region who've lost their jobs, many times their retirement, certainly their health benefits if they're under 65 years of age, and you deal with it year after year after year. We need a new trade paradigm in this country.
So the way the administration is representing the numbers from previous trade agreements, they'll take a product that comes in from China and then gets trained or trucked up to Canada. They call that an export, which totally misrepresents the idea of what an export really is. And it tries to make it put a little bit of lipstick on a pig to make it look like our export numbers are better than they actually are. And as I've told the administration and others, that all you need to do is drive from Toledo to Cleveland to Akron to Youngstown and try to tell us that NAFTA and CAFTA, giving China most favored nation trade status, has worked for American manufacturing. And if we're going to bring manufacturing back, we can't keep signing these trade agreements with these countries that pay slave wages and don't have any safe and working conditions, no environmental regulations, no food safety. These are national security issues in the long run. They're eroding our defense industrial base, and we're trying to bring back manufacturing. We can't do it with these kind of agreements. We've lost 60,000 jobs just with the Korean free trade agreement. NAFTA, we all know what happened there. So we're going to fight this tooth and nail and try to convince the Congress not to pass this thing.
Thank you.